Joe Show. We've seen it. Nobody wants to be there. It's a big bad show tonight. Just can't take this damn parade. Who cares? Yeah, Joe Show. There's a 2-mile wait to get past the damn green line.
Anyone who gets scared by a bear in the neighborhood, call Joe Murray.
I happen to trust Joe Murray.
First time I ever met Joe Murray was at a Hooters.
98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. All right, we're here all night long, but we will have Revolution soccer coverage here on the Sports Hub. So we'll be interrupted for a bit, but we'll be back here post-game and just get a couple of takes. Certainly we'll react to the Red Sox in there. Oh, they're a brutal loss today, which we'll get into. But their Revs take on DC United 7:30 here on the Sports Hub. And then when that ends, we'll be on right after the game until 11 o'clock tonight. My opening take last night was don't put your energy into the Red Sox. I know it's hard for you to do. I know there's not a lot of other sports to watch at this point. But when you look at the history of the team, now they played 57 games, right? This is the worst team they've had since 2002. They started the first 56 games in 2022, 29 and 27. In 2023, they were 29 and 27. Last year in 2024, they were 28 and 28. 27 and 29 going into today's game, and they lost again in extra innings. At this point right now, the Red Sox are lifeless. The Red Sox, yet again, are a middling team. The fan base is angry. You all should be angry. But now they're dealing with growing pains from the young core. I think now we all, before June 1st of the season, the old Memorial Day check-in, they're not a team serious about playing in October. They wanted you to believe that they spent money this offseason showing you they were serious. We were wrong. This team is overrated. They're overrated. And quite frankly, there's so many things going on besides winning. The Red Sox have been walked off in 4 of their last 5 games, in 6 of their last 11 road games. When you look at their lineup, the hitters in May have struggled. Abreu's 213. Rafaela's 231. Trevor Story's about to get DFA'd. He's batting 155. Campbell, who we'll get to in a minute here, is batting 120. When you look at the qualifiers of hitters in the league right now, Abreu's 117, Rafaela's 154, Story's 184, Campbell's 185. Out of 185 qualifiers, the worst hitter right now is Christian Campbell. The worst in the month of May. It's bad. The Sox rank 6th in RBI this year. 6th in RBI. Rafi, Bregman, Duran are responsible for 117 of 258 RBIs. That Joe math is 45.3%. And now Bregman goes to the injured list. The Sox, going into today, scored 4 runs in their last 3 games without Bregman. And they scored one of those on a passed ball. Now, today they scored 5 runs in 10 innings. But the lineup, right now, you mean to tell me, and this is, I am not petitioning for Roman Anthony. I want everyone to know that. But when I say this, I want to be clear on something. These numbers here, it's inexcusable that the best hitter in their system isn't called up. Once again, I'm not petitioning it. You know why? I don't think any of these young players can save the Red Sox from themselves. And I think they know it when it comes to Roman Anthony. This team is now going through growing pains. There's young players all throughout the lineup. I'll give you their cleanup hitter numbers. Do you know who batted cleanup today? Marcelo Meyer. Cleanup hitters are averaged 27th in the league at 204. Their OBP is 30th. Their slugging is 27th. Their OPS is 28th. And their strikeout rate is 28th in Major League Baseball. They don't have a cleanup hitter. So today they put the guy who's got hits, Marcelo Meyer, at cleanup. Tell me that's fair to the kid. Tell me it's fair to Christian Campbell, moving him everywhere. Second base, outfield. Oh, go try first. And in a big situation, he can't throw the damn ball home or even look for the double play. But yet Marcelo Meyer is a shortstop who was playing second base and is now playing third base and batting cleanup. And you want to bring Roman Anthony up to this? Again, it's inexcusable. They can't find a spot for the kid. At the same time, if you expect Roman Anthony to save the Red Sox, he can't save them from themselves. After 57 games, after today's horrific loss, the Red Sox, I don't know where they'll end up, but do you know where they've ended up before? In 2001, they were 34-23 and won the wild card game. The next year, they were 30-27, finished fifth place. The year after, 30-27, finished fifth place. Last year, they were 28-29 to this point. They finished in third place. You thought they were promising. They spent money in the offseason. They made a big trade for Garrett Crochet. Their younger players were going to develop. They had guys coming back from injury, and they're worse. They're worse. And I sit here and say, imagine if they had some sort of big-time prospect that could actually hit the baseball. And the reality is, you can have Christian Campbell, you can have Marcelo Meyer, you can bring up Roman Anthony. It is not going to save the Red Sox. There's problems in that room. There's problems in communication. I'm sure there's problems with the general manager. I'm sure it's the president to the owner. The Red Sox are now a team of young players at the major league level, and you're going to constantly see growing pains, and it's not about winning games anymore, people. This is not about winning games anymore. It's about massaging guys' contracts or making sure they know when they have their day off, or the younger guys got to be ready to play multiple positions because they don't know what to do with them. The Red Sox are mediocre. They're mediocre. I just think investing any more of your energy is useless because you're going to be disappointed once again by a team that no longer cares about winning. Something needs to change today after this game with the team. You can't have losses like this. Maybe they do call up Roman Anthony. I don't know if it's going to save them. But you know what? They need to hit. They need a hitter. Do they DFA Trevor Story? They might have to. Do they fire the hitting coach? Do they fire the defensive instructor? I don't know. They're not firing Alex Cora. But right now, we're not even to June 1st. And there's zero urgency with this group. The fact is, they're mediocre. They're young. There's going to be more growing pains ahead. But I don't think they're serious about winning games. We'll leave it there at 617-779-0985. I got a thought on the Christian Campbell play today. I want to get into that. We'll hear the final call of the game and just some other things regarding the Red Sox when it comes to communication. We'll get into that on the other side. Also, OTAs today. Mike Vrabel spoke to the media. I made jokes about Stephon Diggs on a boat last night, Skaz. I made jokes about it. Doesn't seem like people are joking about it today. You know, you got Stephon Diggs with Cardi B. You got Torrey Craig with Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, it's just, You can't get away from all this star power everywhere. We'll have more on the Red Sox. We're here till 7:30. Then we'll hand things over to the Revolution Soccer. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. More Joe Murray on the
throw home. He will dive in, and they win it again. And the Red Sox lose another one. They have dropped 5 in a row. In this awful stretch of baseball, the Red Sox lose it in extra innings yet again. They're 0-5 in extra inning games on the road this year. 6-5, the final score. You can almost feel that coming. And Milwaukee sweeps the series. Second time the Red Sox have been swept this year. First time they have lost 5 consecutive games. And where does it stop? The young mistakes have been just awful.
Find yourself a one-run games, and when to win them, you got to play clean baseball, right? Situational hitting, more importantly, defense, bullpen, whatever it may be, and it just sort of spin the wheel, right? As far as finding ways to lose games. Today it was the defense that really cost you more unearned runs here tonight.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. That was the final call on Nesson. What's funny is if you listen to that, it could have been the audio that we got it straight from Nesson. But you know what that reminded me of? They put the music higher than the vocals of the singer that you want to go because they can't sing anymore. Or they're on tour and their voice is hurting them. Like that, hearing the way that thing ended, it was like it was like the pot went up on the crowd noise gas. It just went way above everybody's voice. But Lou Merlone mentioned it there. The defense cost him again. How many times do we have to tell you that the team struggles defensively and it's cost them games? I was mocked 2 seasons ago, at the beginning of last year, not this year, when I said, can they do the bare minimum and just play good defense? I was mocked when I asked, hey, how do you think they could get better? I don't know, play good defense. They're the worst defense in baseball. Now, do you know that they went on a stretch of no errors in a row for 5 games somehow? But they keep finding new ways to lose. I thought they were going to win today. No, just like that, they didn't. So last night they lost on a walk-off grand slam. That is true. They did. Yeah. Walk-off grand slam. But the throwing error by David Hamilton allowed the Brewers to tie the game. So what happens today? Now, Skaz, you play baseball growing up? Play a little bit of Little League ball? Yourself?
Sure, Little League.
A little Rainham? Is that what it was?
Yeah, Rainham Little League.
I came up Parkway, and then I played Hyde Park. But the ball to Campbell. I wish I had the board behind me, the X's and O's board, the X's and Joe's. But this is stuff you do in practice at a very low level of your life. So please don't take me as I'm Joe. I played varsity baseball. Here we go. I know all about baseball. I'm not doing that to you right now. But this is stuff you should have known then. And, David Hamilton's had issues last year in the field, right? Put him in a tough situation. Christian Campbell right now is playing everywhere. That dude is drinking out of a fire hose. I know he's had struggles throwing. I'll say that. I don't think he's been the best when it comes to making throws. I think they forced him into second base, personally. But can we hear the place, guys? I just want to hear it, and then I'll explain what happened.
Ground ball right side. Campbell coming home and a bad throw. The run scores. It goes all the way to the backstop. The runners are going to advance to second and third on a terrible throw by Campbell. Tied up 5-5. Now second and third and nobody out.
Again, you're in that in-between. This ball was just chopped into the ground. Cameron's got great speed. I think even if Campbell puts it on the money, I think he's going to beat this throw out. It is a tag play, not a force play. Just trying to do too much. You'll flip that ball to second base. The game is tied. It's not what you want, but you can't force something that's not there.
So, I know it's audio. You can't really tell. Ball was hit in between the first baseman and the second baseman. I believe it was Sogard because he was playing first today. Maybe they made a replacement. But Sogard, I think, tried to get there and backhand it, which, again, he's not a first baseman. So he should know that that's the second baseman's ball all day long. Okay? So I think that Campbell was confused about Sogard on the backhand, then knew the runner was rounding third going home. You learn this in a Little League. You concede the run and you go for the double play. No matter what you do, you get that out at second base. That's Little League stuff, guys. Now, I don't want to beat up Campbell because I just think I know he should have made the play. Make the play. I get it. He's a Major League ball player. Make the play. Get the out at second. Now, here's the deal. Sogard's off the bag, so the pitcher now has to be on first to do the double play, which, again, the right play was to get the out at second. It's just the right play. You concede the run, you live another day. Right? Is that okay? Can you understand? How about Luke? Do you understand what I mean about this? Just get the out at second base. Now you have 2 outs in a tie game with a runner on first.
Yeah, I think Lou said it perfectly. He's just trying to do too much.
It's simple. But last night, those guys, it's Hamilton. Tonight, it's Campbell. And then before, it's this guy. And then it's that guy. And they suck in the field. It's horrible to watch. It's horrible. Because you're taught these things at such a young age. I think they're doing too much. I think you know what's funny? Campbell's working the bag now, right? He's gonna play first base this weekend. Do you think Campbell goes for that ball at first base? Because I do. I think he backhands it, goes to second with it. But is the pitcher on first for the double? They're all playing out of position, and I don't think they know what to do in tight situations. Myers playing third. I wonder if he knew what to do in that situation. There's too much going on. There's too many growing pains on this team. They can't focus on winning because they're developing players. And this is what I mean about don't invest your time. If you want to watch young players, great. Don't sell us that you're going for a playoff. Move on from Trevor's story. Move on. Play the young guys and make it about the young guys. Because right now it's growing pains and you're losing games. It's really hard to watch. Anything to add, Skaz, before we hand things over? Welcome back, sir.
Not a good baseball team right now, Joe.
I don't think they're good at all, Skaz.
Yeah.
I don't think they will be better. There's too many young guys that are going to screw up. That's it. And I just look at what I saw with the Baltimore Orioles. Rauschman, here they all come. How did that work out?
Yeah, Baltimore's been a disaster. It should be a cautionary tale for the Red Sox. Invest in pitching.
It's because the prospects couldn't save the Orioles from the Orioles, right?
Yeah, they did. They didn't invest in pitching at all.
The Red Sox can't. Now, although they've gotten Crochet, who throws first pitch of the game fastballs that are hit out of the park again because he's stubborn. I said I wouldn't invest in him, and here I am investing my energy. They need to make this up. And by the way, this is a take. I know we got to go. I think the Red Sox are at their best with Devers at third, Bregman at second, Meyer at short, Campbell at first. After